Hello again and welcome to lesson 3. This is where the magic of acrylic painting really begins. So far you have learned about the tools and how to mix colors. Now it's time to bring your artwork to life with some essential painting techniques. Many beginner artists feel stuck at this point, unsure of how to make their brushstrokes look intentional or how to create different effects on the canvas. Don't worry. Today, we'll break it down step by step so you can confidently use techniques that make your paintings pop. Let's dive in and explore all core techniques of acrylic painting. Think of painting techniques as a vocabulary of your artistic language. Each technique allows you to express yourself in a unique way. Whether it is the soft texture of dry brushing, the glowing transparency of glazing, or the boldness of layering. As you practice these techniques, you will not only learn how to use your tools better, but also begin to understand how different techniques can evoke different emotions in your work. Acrylics are incredibly versatile, offering endless possibilities to express your creativity. Whether you're looking for smooth blends, bold textures, or intricate details, mastering different techniques can elevate your artwork to new heights. Let's dive into the essential acrylic painting techniques every artist should know. So coming on to techniques in acrylic painting. 1. We have dry brushing. Use a dry brush with minimal paint to create a scratchy textured effect. It's perfect for highlights, rough textures, or adding details. 2. Glazing. Apply thin, transparent layer of paint to build depth and richness. This technique allows underlying colors to show through and create a glowing effect. 3. Layering. Build your painting by applying paint in layers, starting with background and base tones and gradually adding detail, texture and highlight. 4. Wet on wet. Work with wet paints over a wet surface to create soft, blended effects. This is ideal for creating gradients, skies or flowing textures. 5. Scumbling. Drag a dry brush with a small amount of paint over a dry surface to create a hazy textured effect. It's great for softening edges or adding highlights. 6. Impasto. Apply thick layers of paint with a brush or a palette knife to create bold textured strokes that stand out from the canvas. Sgraffito. Scrape into wet paint with a tool. It can be brush or a palette knife to reveal the underlying layer or create fine lines and textures. 8. Splattering. Flick or spray paint onto the canvas for a spontaneous, energetic effect. Use a brush or tools for controlled or random splatters. 9. Stippling. Create a series of small dots or dabs using the tip of brush or sponge to build up texture, shading or patterns. 10. Dabbing. Use a sponge or a brush to dab paint onto the surface, creating soft textured effect. It's ideal for foliage or clouds. 11. Pouring. Mix paint into a pouring medium and pour it onto the canvas, tilting and manipulating the surface to create fluid marbled patterns. 12. Palette knife technique. Use a palette knife to spread paint like butter, creating thick textures, sharp edges, or smooth color transitions. 13. Sponging. Apply paint with a natural or synthetic sponge for textured backgrounds or organic effects. 14. Blending. Blend colors directly on canvas for smooth transition or gradients. This works well with a slightly damp brush. 15. Dripping, drizzling. Let paint drip or drizzle from the brush or a container for abstract dynamic effects. 16. Masking. Use tape or masking fluid to block areas of the canvas, creating clean lines or protecting details from overpainting. 17. Underpainting. Start with a monochromatic base layer to establish values and tones before adding color. 18. Detail work. Use fine brushes or tools for intricate detail such as lines, dots, or small highlights. By experimenting with these techniques, you will discover how to manipulate acrylics to achieve stunning effects, from soft, delicate blends to bold, textured strokes. Each method offers a unique way to bring depth, dimension, and personality to your artwork, empowering you to express your vision with confidence and creativity. Let your imagination guide you and watch your artistic style come to life on the canvas. Starting your acrylic painting journey can feel a bit overwhelming, but remember, you're not alone. Let's tackle some of the most common challenges beginners face and how to overcome them. My brush strokes don't look smooth. This happens when the wrong technique is used for the effects you want. For smoother strokes, use a soft brush and dilute your paint slightly with water or a medium. Work with even, consistent pressure and overlap your strokes gently. We'll explore techniques like blending and layering to help you achieve the smooth, polished look you're aiming for. I don't know how to make my painting look layered or dimensional. Creating depth in a painting requires mastering layering. Start by building your painting from background to the foreground. Use lighter tones for distant elements and darker tones for those in focus. Gradually, add details and highlights with smaller brushes. Today, we'll dive into layering techniques that will make your artwork pop with depth and dimension. How do I fix my mistakes without ruining my painting? Mistakes are part of the process. Techniques like glazing and layering allow you to correct areas subtly. Glazing lets you apply translucent layers to adjust tones or soften harsh areas. Layering with opaque paint can help you cover up mistakes entirely without compromising the rest of your work. The key is patience. Build your painting step by step and don't be afraid to experiment. Remember, every artist was once a beginner. These challenges are part of your growth, and with practice, they'll transform into your strengths. Let's work together to master these techniques and build your confidence as a painter. Now, before we go through our practice exercise, let's go through the key takeaways to help you with most of the versatile acrylic techniques. So the key takeaways are: 1. Try brushing adds texture and highlight, perfect for soft effects. 2. Glazing creates depth and subtle color shifts with thin, transparent layers. 3. Layering builds complexity and dimension, while wet on wet creates smooth blends and transitions. Now moving on to our exercise. Let's put these techniques into action. 1. Prepare. Grab 4 small canvas pieces or thick paper to try it. On each canvas, practice one of these techniques. Dry brushing for texture, glazing to create depth, layering to build complexity, and wet on wet for smooth transitions. 3. Reflect. Compare your results and think about how each technique feels and looks. If you like to experiment more, do go ahead and try out all the techniques. This exercise will help you understand how to use these techniques effectively in your own projects. Great job mastering these techniques. In the next lesson, Exploring Acrylic Mediums, we'll explore how to make your acrylic paintings to the next level with mediums like gloss, matte, and texture gels. These tools will give you even more creative freedom and help you achieve professional quality effects. I can't wait to see you there.